Pocket 2. How I use the Pocket 2 and a couple of little things I did with it to make it, I keep it small. I want it to fit in the pocket. But I put a little Arca Swiss mount on top of this Joby tripod. Now I know it comes with 3 legs that you could use, but I like a little bit more height with the extension. It brings it up to a pretty good height that you just set it on a table and vlog with it. So the Arca Swiss makes it very helpful to put it on other tripods. I have an iFootage. Kind of a monopod with 3 legs. Works great. I'm going to set up what I normally do. I want to check what I'm filming in it. Am I doing 4K today? Am I doing 1080? I'm going to do 4K. There's a volume. I'm going to put it on medium volume, not on auto, even though I'm in a room in which we should get good sound straight from the unit. I'm going to go with front and back, only because if I flip it around, I did not find just a back setting. It's either front or back. It's all direction, all 4. Front, which is clearly not where I'm at, and front and back. So I've adjusted that. I've got it on this small tripod. And I'm going to vlog with it. And then I'm going to show you my steps going straight from this unit, editing, posted on YouTube. So this is going to be how I go from this little pocket filming straight onto it, vlogging, and then editing. And it's very simple. Hitting record. We're going to switch to the Pocket 2. And the Pocket 2, one of the other settings that I should check, and I'm going to pause it and check it. Okay, I've checked it. Wanted to make sure it's in high quality. I sometimes appear a little soft. I'm hoping the quality is really on the money. Now I've got some lights. Hopefully this is looking pretty good. If not, I'll shoot to the other camera. But really, I'm checking to make sure this is good. So step 1 is filming. Once you film, then you go through the next process. Are you ready? Here we go. I got this hyperdrive. This hyperdrive that hitches to my iPad Pro. You just plug it into the side of the iPad Pro, and it has a card reader. So I can take the card right out of the Osmo Pocket and I can put it in. When I do that, I can bring up the Files app. You can go right to the card, and when you pick something, if you pick a file, this is an audio soundtrack, but you can, one of the options here is save to Lumafusion. You save the file to Lumafusion. Now what you do next is, once that's done, you can close out of that. You can take this right off with your card, put your card back into the Pocket 2, and what you do is you open Lumafusion. I open Lumafusion, and when I go to Files Imported, the file's going to be there. It's going to be in the shared files. And so I will end up with files right into Lumafusion. Lumafusion is a very cost-effective. I was doing Final Cut Pro and I switched to Lumafusion because it's easier. the proxies were taking way too long. Now I know with the new Mac Air, the M1 chip, they have solved a lot of the problems that were happening, but the iPad Pro was processing them 10 times faster. Lumafusion, I touching the screen, working it, getting the project up and running. So I'm going to take this footage, put it in Lumafusion, edit it, put a few things up, and then post it to YouTube. So it's not going to be a really long video, but those are the simple steps. Now, what you would do, now that you have your card, every once in a while, under your regular system, you could back it up to another hard drive, or, you can even use this connector to connect SSD cards or SSD drives directly to it, and you can write those files onto that SSD. So you could keep your footage in another file off the card. What I do is I just take the card and I plug it into my regular MacBook Pro with some hard disks that I have that I use for storage. I copy them by month and by file type, like my working files, what projects in that month. And I try to name them appropriately to the video that I'm using them for. Keeps everything organized, and it really is a good workflow. So I can produce, and I produce videos from start to posted within about 4 hours. That really is amazing when you do a sit down and you go through this quick process and post. So this will be how I do my workflow to get you videos. And at the same time, the Pocket 2 appears to be a great unit for first-time vloggers. If you use this system and you get the handle so you can have a better wireless audio than the first Pocket, you've really made a big jump. Hope you like this video. Like, subscribe. Pocket 2 and my workflow. Thanks for watching.